Good evening, YouTube world. I'm your host, Paul Italia. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this content, smash that thumbs up button. So I'd like to introduce tonight's guest. He's a dear friend of mine. He also helps out with the logistics of Italia Armwrestling Promotions. His name is Matt the Mouth Craig. What's up, Matt? How you doing tonight, brother?
Another day, another dollar. Not doing too bad. Paul, how are you, sir?
Doing great, bro. So I hear you got a big weekend coming up, man. And we got a big event coming down Sunday, June 26th, going down in Houston, Texas at the Spindletap Brewery, set by Armwrestling Uncensored group leader, DJ Cotlow. And he said some firework matches. I could see you guys got tons of matches, man. And you are actually going to be headlining as one of the main events. You're going to be pulling a very, very formidable opponent, Cody Haga, left hand. And is it best of five, Matt?
It is a best of five, best three. As far as I know, it's best 3 out of 5. That's the last thing I've heard, which works fine for me. Man, Cody, dude, Cody has always been a millimeter away from beating me. It's never been a power issue. It's always been something that's not clicking with his mechanics. And lately, he's been training with Jonathan Bretta and, the Louisiana guys in general, but Herman Stevens, that's what I'm trying to think of. He's been training with Herman Stevens, Jonathan Bretta. And I have a feeling between those two, they probably got his mechanical issues sorted out. So this one scares me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, and for what I know is I was at Olympia with John Breida, and we were kicking it, and I remember him telling me that he kind of took Cody under the wing, and him and Herman were kind of teaching him and really making him level up. So this has been going on for probably close to a year. So yeah, man, he's definitely I would definitely say he's leveled up. When was the last time you guys have gripped up?
We gripped up a very little bit at Louisiana State, not much at all. And, so I feel, fairly confident going in, but Cody's a stud. I mean, you can look at him and tell he's a stud. He's built like an absolute brick shit house. Great looking kid. Looks like $1,000,000. And he's nice. You can't help but love him. So, there's no animosity on this one at all. He's just, and if I beat Cody, then I know I've still got something going on. I'm not doing too bad. If Cody whips me, I'm going to be nothing but happy for Cody, because that means he's ready to go up to the next level. So that's going to be a great thing.
Yeah, so I got to say, Louisiana States went down about 3 months ago. Cody came there and he competed. Dude was looking phenomenal that day, just like Matt said, bro. Dude looks like he'd get on a bodybuilding stage in place, man. Definitely jacked motherfucker. Matt, how many years you been pulling for, brother?
I want to say 10, about 10.
So you a true OG in the game, man. You've been around for quite a bit. So
I'm a noob still. I'm no OG.
Well, you also have your hands full with the right arm as well. I see you got another match with a guy named Romney Dachi. What do we know about him, bro? I don't know too much about him.
No, he lost to Cody Haga and Dustin Pulls at the recent Central qualifier. Other than that, I know literally nothing about this guy. I know he's a top roller. I've seen him in one other match. I've heard he's tough. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So we're pulling my right arm, which is my weak arm. Last time I really competed, I mean, I did okay in Chattanooga. I took second to Robbie Russell in Chattanooga, did decent there with my right arm. Other than that, my last time competing with my right arm was getting my ass whipped by Greg Gray. So, I mean, if my right arm's on, then great. If it's not, then it's going to be a long day for me. This dude I might go and catch a double L. So I'm just have to hope I trained up good enough. I've been training pretty hard. I'm getting my rest in now. So hopefully things go well. And like I said, if they don't, then it is what it is. I'm going to have a good time. So I'm going to go. I'm going to give it my all. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do some arm wrestling.
Gotta say, Matt, you looking lean and mean, bro. Looks like you cut up a little since the last time I seen you over in Tulsa about a month back.
Well, remember, you can only see me right now from the chest up. So no, I'm let me put it to you this way. I'm not stressing cutting weight for this. Cody's walking in at 210. So I was going to make the cut. I was going to get ultra lean and do all that stuff. But if Cody's walking in at 210, I'm not going to sweat cutting a whole bunch of weight. I'm under 210, but I'm not going to go down starving and trying to pack back on weight. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to walk in comfortable.
Now, how much is Rami weigh? Do you have any idea?
He pulls at 198. I've heard, see, like I said, I've never met this guy. Never seen him in person at all. Never gripped up with him. I've heard he's pretty small for 198, that he should be a 176, but he pulls at 198, which is where I pull. So, I don't think he's going through any stress to cut weight either. I don't know. From what I've heard, he gives Ryan Carter fits, which Ryan Carter's a tough guy. I've heard he's given some other people fits. The one super match I saw with him, he took Greg Bollenbaugh and beat him 3-0. Greg was able to slow him down one round, so I've got some hope there. But I don't know that I've ever gripped up with Greg that I can remember. I don't know. I don't remember ever arm wrestling Greg. So, I have no clue what's about to happen.
Let me ask you, Matt.
But it's going to be fun.
As far as let's say 0 to 100%, 100 being the best, obviously, where do you put your physical your level at right now, percentage wise?
I think when I pulled Bill Logston in Odessa, I was very, very strong that day. I did some stupid things and my arm blew up like a balloon. So I won the first round against Bill and then lost 3. And on the last round, I had him pretty good, but we both went into a King's move, which just looked stupid, but I was on the winning side. But I made some mistakes in that when I didn't have a corner guy, but I feel about that strong. So, I mean, if I can carry that in there, then I should do pretty well. But I mean, I don't know. Percentage wise, it's hard for me to say. I don't feel like I've ever been at 100% in my life. So that's, I don't know even how to measure that right now.
Are you have any injuries? Do you have any injuries right now, or are you 100% healed up?
My left has hurt since probably about last December. Since probably about last December or before, my left has been hurt. It was hurt. I was hurt at Washington State when we were there, and I felt great in Tulsa this last weekend, but then my elbow just blew up. But I mean, it feels okay today. That's why I went against Robbie Russell in Chattanooga, and I felt fine walking in. And as soon as we slipped once, I was like, oh, I'm done. And I'd signed up for like 3 classes to pull, but I knew immediately. I was like, oh, I'm done. I can't pull anymore. I'm hurt. So that was it. Yeah. So, I mean, if I am still, a little sore, I'm just still going to pull. It is what it is. But right now I feel great. So, I mean, I'm not hurting. So, but you can tell it's still there, but I think it's going away.
So also going down Sunday, I see you have another big main event match going down right hand, and we got Cody Haga, and he's going to be pulling Niles Anderson. And this kid Niles, bro, I've seen him at a couple of my events, and he is a beast, bro. So that match really excites me. What's your prediction on that? Who do you think is going to get the W that day?
That one scares me for Cody. I think, and I've told Cody that. I mean, I didn't hide that from Cody. Niles is very fast. He's very strong, and if Niles gets, Cody is not good inside. And Niles is dominant with inside and side pressure. He's one of Todzilla's boys. He's got that, he's got that going for him. So yeah, if he locks Cody inside, it's going to be a long day for Cody. But once again, Cody has been training with the Louisiana guys. The Louisiana guys could add a whole new dimension. If that clicks for Cody, then Cody's more than strong enough to hang with Niles. Power is not the issue. Cody just has to get him to where he wants to be. I watched Cody give Justin Bishop fits in Lindale. So, if it comes down to that, then yeah, Cody might get Niles. It's a question of, can Cody be fast enough to get Niles outside, or will, if Niles takes him inside, then it's going to be a long day for Cody, because yeah, Cody his hook just isn't. He looks like he should be an inside puller. 100% Cody looks like an inside puller, but he's a top roller. So we'll have to see what happens there, you know. And with that same thing with me and Cody. You know, if I get Cody inside, then I think I can make it a long day for Cody. If Cody's fast enough, and Cody's gonna be pumped. He's a very emotional puller, very intense. So, you know, if he gets to the outside on me, he might make it a very long day for me. We'll just have to see what happens.
Well, I'm going through the list of super matches you guys got set up on Sunday. And first off, I just want to shout out to the group AWU. I see a lot of representation going on. You know, a lot of these guys are big members in the AWU group. And one of them that stands out to me is Austin Jennings is going to be pulling Damon Ransom. That's a fun match right there. You know, I see a lot of bickering back and forth online, and you know, everybody's trying to tell Damon what to do and how to train, and Damon's always coming out with these crazy videos, throwing up amazing amounts of weight and all. But you know, it's always a little different than the normal way of doing things, and of course, all those group members gotta say something about that. So I think there's a little beef between these two, and I think they're going to settle it that day. So what do you think is going to go on that day, bro, with Austin Jennings versus Damon Ransom?
Man, that is so hard to predict. Okay, so everyone's judging what happened to Damon by the Michael Newman thing. Michael Newman has been around longer than I have. He's been close to an elite level puller a couple times. He's been right up there with the good guys. I mean, you know, with Brad Spine and those guys, he's been up there.
Just let me tell everybody so all the subscribers know, Mike Newman is out of Jacksonville, Florida. He's a lightweight, tremendously strong. Like Matt said, he's in 10 plus years. I got the ability to pull with him a couple of times when I went out to my Florida spot. Definitely a strong guy. So you know, losing to Michael Newman is definitely Mike Newman is no slouch. He is definitely a strong guy.
I remember him at 2015 AAA Nationals, and I think the only person I think he might have lost to Brad Spine that day, and that's it. He plowed through everybody. And he's been a good arm wrestler for a long time, and Damon has not been around that long. What happened there doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, that's just experience versus inexperience. So, you know, Austin has gotten better and better every time. Is he to that level? I don't know. You know, we're gonna have to see. And I know Austin looked real good in Tulsa. He walked right through Robert without too much trouble in their little super match, and that's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens there. I've never met Damon. I mean, I've seen him online doing his workouts. Like you said, he move it appears as though he moves heavy weight. You know, I mean, how he moves it, if he's actually moving it, I don't know. You know, and lately anymore, and well, I mean, especially considering this is an AWU reloaded thing, it's hard to say who's actually trolling and who's not anymore. Who is bullshitting for the camera and who's not. So
One thing I gotta say, bro, is that kid Austin Jennings, man, he's pretty new in the sport. You know, I think he's only in 5 6 months, but I got to come good friends with him. I came to a couple of our events and all, and I've watched him in action, and I don't think I've seen him really lose at all, bro. He beats everybody. He came to King of Cali, put a show on there. You know, he like he said in Tulsa, really put an ass whooping on
good
people there.
Louisiana State in the amateur class. Once he got into the pro class, you know, once he got a hold of some pros, it wasn't quite the same result. Those Louisiana boys are tough. So, you know, that's once he got into those guys, you know, once he got into the pros, he didn't do quite as well. Is he ready for that? Absolutely. Is he ready to move up for pros? Move up to pros? I believe so. But he's not quite to where he's ready to whip all the pros yet. So as far as where Damon is, like I said, I've never met the guy. I've never laid eyes on him. I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm sure I'm going to be reffing that match. It looks like, so I'll get a real close personal view. But
Damon is got to tell you, Damon's a great guy, bro. He came to my event over in Virginia when we had Todd Zilla versus Lachlan Adair. He actually was one of the main matches going on that day. He went against Robert Kelly. They solved their little beef they had in the Arm Wrestling Uncensored group. And, Damon got a dominant win that day. But I also want to make mention because I just looking at the list and I see our boy Robert Kelly's got himself a match that day as well. He's going to be pulling Brock Carlson. And, we're still waiting to see if Robert could get his first win, man. We know I think he pulled a couple of the ladies. Well, I know he pulled one of them, Danielle, and Danielle kind of gave him a good ass kicking. I think he was supposed to make her a sandwich, and I think he reneged on it and never made her the sandwich or whatever. But what are you expecting, bro? Do you think Robert's luck might turn around that day and maybe he'll get a win?
Dude, I'm just glad Robert's enjoying arm wrestling. I'm glad he's quit some of the bullshit he started in the beginning. I think he slowed down on that, which is a beautiful thing. So no, I think I'm just glad he's having fun arm wrestling, and winning isn't everything. If you're having fun doing it, then that's great. You're enjoying what you're doing, then that's great. You enjoy the camaraderie. I mean, I'm staying at Austin's house when I go down there. So, I mean, we can be a family, which is a beautiful thing. As long as we can, keep the peace, keep people, somewhat happy, ignore some of the bullshit, then, we can still be a family. We can still have fun arm wrestling. As long as they're having fun arm wrestling, then that's great.
I want to shout out to Austin and Christina. Thank you for throwing this after party. So after the event at Spindletap Brewery, they're having a little after party at their house. So that's always going to be a lot of fun and everything. So make sure you get over there and get part of that after pull. It's probably going to be a lot of people coming through for that one.
Well, and once we get in person, I'm sure everything's going to be fine. There are a couple guys right now. I'll say if I meet them, I'll need bail money. But we're going down to have fun this weekend. So, and I don't think any of those guys are actually going to be there.